All right, let's move on to the AFC South because I want to save the best for last in this division. I think we can go pretty quickly on it.
No.
The Jags, I have them finishing number one in that division, the third seed in the AFC. I have them 12-5, 5-1 in their division. I have just quickly on the Jaguars. I expect them to take another big step forward. I've been saying this and hinting at this for the last couple of months. I think Dougie P changed life for Trevor Lawrence and the team. Urban Meyer was a shit show. And I think Calvin Ridley is going to change life as well for Trevor Lawrence. So, yeah, and I expect Trevor Lawrence to honestly be in the MVP candidacy this upcoming year. I have the Titans finishing 9-8. They're going to be competitive, probably steal some games. I love Vrabel, but the QBs, is going to take you just as far as as he can go, and it's not that far. We've seen that. I have the Colts finishing 2-15. I honestly I don't know what to expect from them. We all know Anthony Richardson is probably going to start midway through the season. I think that's a mistake because I've been told every day, week leading up to the draft and during the draft that Anthony Richardson is a project. He's a 2 to 3 year project, and now we have talks about him starting halfway through his rookie season. Everything that could go wrong went wrong last year. Everything. Now you bring in a new head coach, brand new, rookie. You bring in a rookie quarterback that's going to probably start midway through the season that had highlight plays, has the raw athleticism, but in terms of fundamentals, was not there. And I also saw this. They have arguably the worst secondary in the NFL. I mean, it is terrible, especially after losing Gilmore. It is god awful. And then finally, the Texans, they're in rebuild mode. And there's no problem with that. They've got their rookie head coach, they've got their rookie quarterback, and they've got their defensive centerpiece. Now it's about taking step forwards. I went through it. I have them finishing 1-16. They're probably not going to finish 1-16, but you get my drift. They're in rebuild mode. Yeah. That's really what it comes down to.
The AFC South is a funny one. So I think we can all agree that the Jaguars are going to take this one, but the Titans can sneak up behind you. So while I have the Titans finishing second in the division at 8-9, I don't have them finishing above 500. More so like you. Questions regarding the quarterback position: Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis, Will Levis. Don't know who it is. What's it going to be? Who do you trust more? Just added a guy like DeAndre Hopkins. Who's throwing him the football? Who's throwing Traylon Burks the football? You have Derrick Henry. You know what to expect. The defense is solid, but at the end of the day, I think who you have under center is going to be the reason why you don't take the next step. And if you would have gotten a guy like Aaron Rodgers, damn, I would have said Titans Super Bowl. Let's go. But now it's not that case. They could have even added a Derek Carr, and I'd have felt more confident in this team. But I got the Titans finishing second in this division. I didn't even touch on the Jags. So I'll touch on the Jags now, who I have finishing fourth in the AFC. I had them finishing first in the division. They'll be 11-6. Like you, Trevor Lawrence is an MVP candidate. But really sing to the praises of Doug Peterson and what he did after the debacle that was Urban Meyer, just revitalizing an entire franchise. And forget just giving them a year of hope. He's given them now a decade's worth of hope now with Trevor Lawrence there as their quarterback. Calvin Ridley's there. He's going to make an immediate impact. You held on to Evan Engram, who seems to have a great connection with Trevor Lawrence. And he had a case of the dropsies with the Giants, but he was a completely different player now and lived up to his capabilities with the Jags last season. I think this team is going to be special. I don't see them just as a contender for the division. I see them as Super Bowl contenders. I think they can shock you in the playoffs. I think the quarterback isn't afraid of anything. He's played in big games, and he's fearless. So I got the Jaguars, the number 4 seed in the AFC, winning this division at 11-6. Titans second, 8-9. I have the Texans in third, 6-11. I don't believe the Texans are a bad team. I think they're building something very special there. New quarterback, first overall pick. I think the Texans are going to look like a very good team. I mean, I don't even think – did Texans have the first overall pick? No. Yes, they did. Okay, yeah. Texans first
No, no, no,
overall.
no, 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 no. They have the second and third.
The
Sorry,
second. It was the Panthers.
second and third.
Yeah. So I have the Texans 6-11. I think they're gonna make some great strides. John Mechie coming back, a fantastic story. Him overcoming cancer, and now he's gonna be out there on the field. He's practicing with them. And then I got the Colts finishing 5-12. Now I had them finishing 5-12, not as low as you. They're the worst team in the AFC for me record-wise, but I do believe A. Rich is gonna make a little bit of noise. I don't think he's gonna be this. While he is a project, I think he's going to be a successful one. He's has some comparisons to guys like Jalen Hurts, and he's probably more athletically gifted than him as well. So I just think it takes just a full season to check him out, see what he's feeling, get accustomed to the NFL speed, and you never know. I mean, he's dazzling in practices, and while that's just practice, it's a small step. It's a step towards a bright future. So we're coming up on preseason. I'm stoked to see what Anthony Richardson looks like. So I'll run through it again. Jags 11-6, Titans 8-9, Texans 6-11, and the Colts finishing 5-12.
So you're changing your tune a little bit there.
Yeah.
So what? You're just buying into the hype. You're saying I'm hopping on the train.
It's not the hype. I'm not saying this guy's going to be a future MVP. But what I'm saying is, I feel like the Colts have been looking for a quarterback with some versatility.
Yeah.
I think he's a very O-line friendly, his style of play. I think he has the power arm. He can move out of the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So he can bail his offensive line out of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I think from what they're saying in camp, maybe it's just to build hype around the guy. But I really believe it's true. Seeing some of the plays that they post, and while it's just social media, maybe I am buying into it just a little bit, but I think the Colts are going to build something very special, and sooner or later, we're going to be looking at this division as a premier one.
Yeah. All right, we're going to see how it goes. I come from a completely different boat. We're on two completely different sides of the coin there. I just
Listen, I understand the reservations.
Yeah.
I believe me, I do.
And